7 mindsets that slowly destroy your body. Working out is for gym bros. I don't want to work out. That's for boring, muscly people that like to go and lift heavy stuff up and down. It sounds boring. It looks tiring. Why would I do that? I'd much rather do other things that are much more fun and cool, and I don't identify as a gym bro. So no gym for me, thank you very much. That's how I used to think before I stepped in the gym. I used to literally say, what the hell is this? Go lift heavy stuff up and down? Why would you even exert effort in that way? It sounds so dumb, until I tried it, and then I realized there is skill development, technique, progress, fun, and even health benefits, hello, when you actually go lift in the gym. You know that Olympic sport, curling, you every time you look at it, you're like, who even does that? Like, why would you dedicate your life to that? That sounds so boring. I bet, because I kind of think that right now, if I played it like once, I would think this is super fun. You can't just block yourself into these mindsets that you've told yourself once. You got to be able to challenge yourself. And the first thing you got to change that's gonna destroy your body is this mindset that gym is for gym bros only. When you go to a standard gym, you're gonna find your average gym bro. You're gonna find those huge, bulky, chunky dudes. But most people are just people like you and me that are busy, that have work, that have other things going on in life, but just want a healthy body, that want to take care of their health. And they've realized that all the cardio and all these other things they do, while they might be fun, there's nothing that's more effective and efficient at building muscle, lowering body fat, which every protocol for improving your health will have on its list. Build more muscle, lose more fat. Next, I'm too busy to train. I got all kinds of things going on. My work is going crazy. My relationship's hard enough to maintain. Then I got my family stuff. I mean, there's a lot on my plate. Right now is not a good time for me to start training. Number one, I've never actually met a guy, my coaching clients, people that I work with, none of them are actually too busy to work out 3 hours a week. First of all, they don't realize that it only takes 3 hours a week. They think it's something more and more difficult because they've been told by all these fitness influencers, you got to train every day in the gym or do this cardio. But most people have 3 hours in a week. So if you have that, you can just do it. You can just find 3 hours in a week, 3 days, and do it. Now, if you want my minimalist training system that's literally designed for busy guys, where you just train 3 hours a week and you build an aesthetic body that's lean, that looks good in clothes, that's not too bulky, then you can check out Aesthetic Body Blueprint below. That's the first thing. The next thing is, when you say you're too busy to train, that's another way of saying I prioritize everything else that requires my business a little bit higher than my body and my health. If your doctor said you're gonna die tomorrow if you don't train, you would probably train and not be busy for it. You need to take a good look at your priorities and think, is my body and my health actually important? Am I treating it like it's something important, or am I treating it like it's not that important at all, like priority 5? And that's honestly what most people do until they're forced to realize it's priority number 1. If you are realizing right now that it is priority number 1, or at least number 2, then it's time for you to take action on it. Hit the gym, sign up to a gym, do stuff, do movement, do sport. Next, it's gonna be super hard and boring, so I'm not gonna do it. Why would I do anything difficult? Life is too short. Just enjoy it. Going lifting heavy stuff sounds hard. I'm not gonna do it. What is wrong with this mindset? Everything good in life is hard and difficult, and everything bad in life is hard and difficult. There is no life that is not hard and difficult. If you don't do the hard thing of going to the gym and doing some sports, it's like you're accruing debt and you have to pay it all at once in the form of a health issue. And I've had this happen to me. I got a much more difficult situation in the form of chronic back pain that literally traveled down both my legs. I was depressed and anxious, lying face down on the bed, literally for like hours at a time, wondering, will I live like this for the rest of my life? And this is something that you have to get your head around, especially in today's day and age where everything's getting easier. Everything's just so comfortable. You have to almost actively seek discomfort. That's how you feel good anyway when you achieve something difficult. Like, think about the last time you really felt good and proud of yourself. Like, not just good in a momentary sense where you just scroll Netflix and you get dopamine, but you genuinely felt like it was a day well spent. You probably exerted a ton of focus and energy and effort to overcome some kind of challenging task, maybe at your work, and that's when you feel good. That's what gives meaning to life, is overcoming suffering. Embrace hardship rather than postpone hardship. Next, I don't have time to eat something healthy. This sounds almost silly as I say it, but I've heard this many times where people say, I get so tired when I come home, I just order food or I just grab something quick. I don't have time to cook stuff and prepare stuff and clean stuff. I just don't want to do that. Again, what does this mean? You don't actually care that much about your health. Now, that's not quite right. You do actually care about your health, but it's more of an overwhelmed situation. So again, you postpone the decision and you just go for the easy options. Instead of saying, I don't have time to eat healthy, you gotta ask a different question and say, what would make eating healthy super easy? And when you ask a different question, you get different kinds of answers. You might think like, there's this one restaurant that's close to my work that if I just go there 3 times a week for dinner, that's half of my week where I'm eating healthy for dinner. Oh wait, what if I don't eat breakfast, so I just cut out all that cereal and chocolate bar crap, and now already I've eliminated a bunch of unhealthy meals. Oh, what if I get this meal delivery service that's specific to people that are health conscious, and that's gonna help me build systems where I don't have to think about, oh, what if I order a whole bunch of frozen chicken and organic beef that I store in the fridge so cooking becomes easy? You have to ask these kinds of questions to make things easy for you rather than saying, I'm just too busy, I don't have time. Next, I'm gonna start next month. Look, this month is almost coming to an end, and I just want to make sure everything's tied, loose ends are tied up. I'm moving house right now. I just spent a bunch of money on that, so I just want to make sure everything's good. And then next month, probably in January, I'm gonna really start this thing. Every time I've heard somebody say that, I've never heard someone come back and actually start the bloody thing, because postponing is a mindset. They say if you wait for the perfect time, you'll wait your entire life. When have you done something at the perfect time by waiting for the perfect time? New things come up all the time. That's the nature of life. You have to understand that this mindset of constantly postponing things is exactly the mindset that's resulted in the physique that you currently have. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's something that I started saying to myself. If I don't take care of it now, when will it happen? Because I know I'm gonna keep postponing it. Sometimes I don't feel like filming content. I don't feel like doing the thing that I know I need to do. But I ask myself, if I postpone it, it might never get done. So I just say, you know what, press record, just go for it. I did it today. Stop saying next month or you'll say next year. Just take action today. That's the guy that's gonna change. Next, I don't need any help. I can do it alone. There's all these YouTube videos now that I can watch. There's AI, I can ask questions. It's going to tell me exactly what I need to do. So I don't need anyone's help. I don't need a coach. I don't need a training partner. I don't need anyone who's walked the path before me to show me how to do it better, quicker, faster. I can just do it by myself. This is kind of embarrassing to admit, but this is the mindset that I had when I came into a lot of things. And it's kind of contradictory because everything that I value in life, I had a teacher for. Even like my ability to speak this language that I'm speaking to you in. By the way, it's my second language. I had a teacher for it. Soccer, I had a coach. Jiu-jitsu, I have a coach. Even YouTube now, I have a coach. And business, I have a coach. And now I see this, I'm like, wait, why was I trying to do everything alone when other people who are doing this at a much better level could just guide me and direct me and help me? And it takes a certain mindset to admit, first of all, that you need help, because that's like you saying, I'm not good enough. So it does take a bit of humility and a bit of self-awareness. But once you do realize it and you take action on it and you do get some help, you realize, wait a second, this is how people are doing great things. When you get help, you realize those people get help from all these other people. And that's how you're supposed to do it. All the best things in the world are built in teams. It's never one guy thinking he can crush everything by yourself. If you're a business owner, if you're a working professional in a company, you probably do projects where by yourself it's going to be super hard. But because you work in a team, because you have people helping you, maybe even guiding you, this is what allows you to think bigger and move to the next level and operate at a higher level. So if you've been trying things by yourself the whole time and you haven't really seen the results that you want in this area of health and fitness, then why not get some help? Why not get a coach? Why not actually take the next step? Get somebody to help you and guide you along the way so you don't have to spend so much time figuring things out, making all the mistakes that everyone makes, and you can just get to your result faster, better, easier. If you want to do that process with me, you can apply for my coaching program below. I'll leave the link for that. You and I will work directly together, and I'm going to help you get your ideal physique in the next 6 to 12 months. Next, it's too late. A lot of people live like this where they think, oh, the gym, training, sports, that's just for the young guys. That's just for the guys in school in their 20s and 30s maybe. I'm past it now. I'm happy with just doing not much. That's just how it is. This mindset of it's too late to start now, this is what's going to keep your body going downhill. The more you ignore your body, the more it will scream out for attention. When it does, it can be too late. If you don't want that, you can't say it's too late for me to start training. You got to get in there. You got to do it. Even if you don't know what you're doing, feel a bit anxious about stepping in the gym, just get in there, start the thing, because it's never too late to start training. It's never too late to start focusing on your health. I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you next week.